Hello everyone, Norma Woodcock speaking to you from Perth in Western Australia. I'd like to speak into the 21st Sunday in Ordinary Time Year C, the theme, For Everyone. Luke 13, 22-30, the narrow gate. The kingdom of God is offered, not just to the Jews, but to people from the four corners of the world. The narrow gate, what must we do? So the main gate to a castle is generally very wide. But in all castles you will find a narrow side gate. In order to enter through this gate, you have to make yourself small. You have to humble yourself, and you have to rid yourself of anything that is likely to encumber you. Suffering can make us small and humble. I want to read this beautiful little piece to you. In the old days, the methods used in educating the young were based on endurance. The more inhuman tests a child survived, the better the child would be prepared to meet the hazards of adulthood. We see a good example of this in the rites of initiation found among Indian tribes, rites which were designed to help the young take their place in the adult world. In one such rite, the youth is taken at dusk by his father to a clearing in the forest. He is told that he must spend the night there on his own, armed only with a spear. Then the father withdraws. When the youth comes out of the forest, he will no longer be the child he was. What a daunting challenge the youth faces. There is the impenetrable darkness. There are the innumerable sounds, the most innocuous of which assume a menacing tone. There is the feeling that some animal is lurking nearby, waiting to pounce, a feeling which causes a cold sweat to break out all over his body. If only he had a friend by his side, how different things would be, but he is on his own. Time goes by ever so slowly. Every minute is like an hour, but somehow the night passes, and finally the dawn begins to brighten the sky. As the shadows retreat, the youth's fears evaporate and he begins to breathe again. Then from the dense forest a human figure emerges. It is his father. The youth runs to his father, throws himself into his arms and exclaims, "Oh, thank God you have come." Then it is the father's turn to embrace his son. As he does so, he says, "Son, I'm proud of you. You conducted yourself like a true adult." What the youth did not know was that the father had been sitting close by all night long, keeping an eye on him. Everybody who wishes to grow up has to face the dark forest in some shape or form. I do know the truth of this story. I do know, as I have had to walk through the retrieval of horrendous memories of torture and abuse. I have come out stronger the other end. But can I say to you, whatever it is in your life, whatever suffering you're going through, the moral of this story is the Father has not left you. The father in this story was sitting watching the son, allowing him to go through what he went through and to bring good out of it, a true growth in that young man. And I know for my own suffering, I wouldn't want to go through it again. But you know, it has made me who I am today. So whatever you are going through, my word of condolence and comfort to you today is this: the Father hasn't left you. He is right there. He's going to bring you out the other end, and he's going to bring you out the other end better. Better, stronger, more peaceful, more trusting, deeper faith, a greater understanding of the life's processes that have transformed you and made you who you are and who you're going to be. That's our destiny. God bless you. Thanks for listening. I hope this message touches you. Look forward to talking to you again next week.